Back in 2023, when the whole AI boom kicked off, I had one quiet dream that I did not really tell anyone about. I have been a gamer since I was a tiny kid, and from the very first day this technology exploded, I was chasing one single question. Could artificial intelligence actually make games? Yeah, this is Druid Cat. Welcome to my course. So here is a little confession for you. This channel was always supposed to be about making games with AI. That was the whole plan from day one. But you know how it goes. I took a detour into graphics first, into comfy UI, into images, video, influencers. And honestly, it all runs in parallel. And I still have so much fun breaking down these workflows and building cool stuff for you. So that part is not going anywhere. But the games dream never left me. In my life, I made games on RPG Maker. That was my playground. That is where I learned to take the wild stuff floating around inside my head and turn it into something you can actually play. And that one word, imagination, turned out to be the whole key. Because only when I taught imagination to the AI did I finally hit my breakthrough. Only then did I actually manage to make a game with it. So I took that imagination-trained AI and I wrapped it up in a tool with a sweet little name. Mirkit. And the best part, it is fully open source, free for everyone, so you can openly read, on a technical level, exactly how I implemented imagination into a large language model. And trust me, this part matters more than anything else. Because before this, I was just going in circles, chatting with the model, asking for game code, and the code kept spitting out more bugs, more misunderstandings, more mess. It was only when I added imagination that I got real progress. So what does imagination actually look like for an AI? It takes your prompt, it looks at the whole project, the full context, and it imagines how the thing should correctly look and how to technically pull it off. Because here is the honest truth. What you write and how you write it in chat is not always correct. A language model will follow your order unconditionally, and most of the time it will break things instead of fixing them. Imagination gives it a direction. And yes, sometimes it changes what you asked for, but it changes it out of consequence and verification, not at random. And that, my friend, is exactly the effect you want. So, I made my game, and this time it came to life in a single rainy day. It is called Cat Volleyball. And actually, before I say another word about it, you can go and play it right now. The link is sitting right there in the description. So what is it exactly? It is a simple browser game that takes the idea of the classic blobby volley, the one the millennials among you will absolutely remember, and gives it a fresh coat of paint plus a set of extra superpowers because a plain volley was just not chaotic enough for me. Pull one off at the right moment and suddenly your buddy has no clue where the ball just went. Then there are the beaches. 7 of them to choose from, and every single one has its own music. From full-on Ibiza vibes all the way to a synthwave ocean beach that is basically a love letter to Vice City. So you are not just picking a court, you are picking a whole mood. And it is the perfect little summer game to mess around with friends. Both hot seat, the two of you wrestling over one keyboard, and over the network. And speaking of cats, here is the fun fact. A cat can rotate each ear almost 180 degrees, using around 32 tiny muscles. Basically, a little radar dish locking onto a sound before the rest of the body even reacts. Which is pretty much what my AI does when it plays Cat Volleyball. Now here is the part I really want you to hear. The key thing is that this whole game was built in one day, because today the coding barrier is basically gone thanks to AI. The only thing standing between you and your own game now are time and imagination. So I built a tool and I open sourced it to make creating these little games reasonably approachable for everyone. And let me be honest with you, the research behind this was huge. At the very start, I tried to go big. I wrestled with Unreal Engine 5.5, trying to generate a whole 3-dimensional world straight out of pure prompts. A tropical island, a proper Druid cat island. I even had a 3D asset generator wired right into it. And just so you know, this one was a genuine research project, not just me daydreaming on the couch. The results were actually not bad, but they were a long way from playable. And for a one-person project with no budget, I had to let it go. So I stepped down a level to Unity. That one was genuinely promising, but still not enough for a full production-ready build on my own. And then I dropped to Phaser, to browser games, and that is where it finally clicked. Solid execution, real fun, something you can actually share with people. So that right now is where we are with this technology. That is the honest snapshot. The tool, the GitHub link, and all the details are on my site, sitting right next to the game itself, so you can play it first and then go peek under the hood. And here is my open invitation. I am genuinely open to contributors on GitHub. If you want to make browser games with AI and grow this idea together with me, come on board. Mirkit runs Claude Code as the captain, the brain of the whole operation. You describe the game you want. It imagines the full design first, then it generates the sprite sheets through the Kitty Image API. It writes the actual Phaser and TypeScript code. The game hot reloads in under a second, and then comes my favorite part. The AI plays the game. And I mean it really plays. Did the player actually move? Did the level actually get won? On top of that, a vision model stares at the screenshots and flat out refuses to call anything done until it truly passes. There is even a ready installer waiting on the site, so you do not have to fight with setup at all. And this is the one big idea I want to leave you with. A language model on its own creates nothing. Let it run loose and you just get slop. But take Claude, wrap it in a real set of skills, point it at the right pipeline, give it imagination, plus the ability to actually play and verify its own work, and suddenly it builds you a game. The packaging is the magic, not the raw model alone. If any of this sparked something in you, the tool, the installer, the open source code, and the game are all waiting for you at druidcat.com. If you want my premium stuff, my full collection of unique comfy UI workflows lives on my Gumroad, one single payment for the whole set, and I keep it updated. You can also support the channel on my Patreon, where you get the Discord community and a direct line to me, and everything you ask for, if it makes sense, eventually shows up on the platform. This whole thing is built for you, and the supporters are what keep it growing. Drop a comment and tell me, what kind of browser game would you build first? I read every single one. See you soon, hey?